Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with the last top 20 for 2020 and my final video of the year. This time I'll be ranking my top 20 favorite killer doll films. As you know, the Top 20 for 2020 series was co-created by myself and Jason from Horrific Nightmares. All throughout this year, we randomly selected 2 themes per month and ranked our top 20 favorite horror films pertaining to those themes. We can only feature 20 films, no honorable mentions, and we can only include 1 film per franchise. Jason and I have also only featured films we actually own on physical media. The final remaining theme for the year was killer doll films. Now, by killer dolls, we don't necessarily mean they have to be killers. They just have to be creepy and featured in the film. They also don't have to specifically be dolls. They could be toys, puppets, dummies, or even mannequins. But for simplicity's sake, I'll just call it killer doll films. Many have commented on my past top 20 for 2020 rankings that they enjoy seeing my VHS tapes in these videos. So I'll be showing a lot of them in this one as well. And as with all of my other rankings, I will be starting with my least favorite, number 20, and counting down to my favorite, number 1. Please keep in mind, as always, this is just my personal opinion. So, here we go. My top 20 for 2020 of my top 20 favorite killer doll films. Coming in at number 20 is a movie I recently reviewed, Amityville Vibrator. Listen, I said we can include killer toys, and a vibrator is a toy, isn't it? At number 19 is the first full moon film of a handful on this list, because Full Moon seems to love releasing killer doll films. This one is Ragdoll. Coming in at number 18 is The Fear. This one features a different kind of doll, but a doll nonetheless. It's also worth mentioning that this full-length screening cassette features the uncut version of the film, whereas the DVD release does not. At number 17 is another full moon killer doll film, and they're not just killer dolls, they're blood dolls. And yet another full moon killer doll film at number 16. It's Demonic Toys. I reviewed this one earlier this year during the Slashback Challenge. Coming in at number 15 is a movie no one ever talks about because it's lost on VHS. It's The Devil's Gift. Coming in at number 14 is some classic shot-on-video sleaze. It's Black Devil Doll from Hell. It's featured here on this big box VHS double feature, which also includes Tales from the Quad-Ed Zone, and it's signed by the director and the actress. Coming in at number 13 is a movie that was reviewed during the 12 Days of Christmas, but not by me. It's Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, The Toy Maker. I've always loved this cover. At number 12 is a totally bonkers movie with a creepy teddy bear, The Pit. Here's one I find to be highly underrated. It's Pinocchio's Revenge at number 11. We're into the top 10 now with a movie I think about often. This one has always stuck with me because of that damn creepy clown doll. It's Ghost House. At number 9 is another movie no one ever talks about. It's Making Contact, also known as Joey. I'm sort of partial to that title. At number 8 is Dolly Dearest. I've always found the doll in this movie to be so creepy. Just look at her face. Coming in at number 7 is a movie included on this Crypt of Terror Horror from South of the Border Volume 1 DVD collection. It's Vacation of Terror 2. Vacation of Terror and Vacation of Terror 2 are both included on this set, but I do prefer the sequel, and I will be reviewing both of those films this weekend. Vacation of Terror 2 is set at a Halloween-themed birthday party on a film studio set, which is the main reason why I prefer it to the first one. But again, I'll be talking more about both of them this weekend. The Vacation of Terror movies are Mexican horror films, and so is my number 6 pick, Diabolical Inheritance, which I reviewed last year during the Slashback Challenge. And that brings us to the top 5, with another different kind of doll like The Fear. This one is Pin, a Plastic Nightmare. I love this movie, and it blew me away the first time I saw it. You know what, guys? This is the last Top 20 for 2020, and I have followed the rules all year. Well, for this final video, I'm breaking one of them. I had finished filming, I had finished editing, and then I realized I forgot about this movie, The Killer of Dolls. It needs to be on this list. I reviewed it earlier this year during the Slashback Challenge, and I consider it to be a masterpiece. Yes, it's primarily a slasher film, but it does feature mannequins, and it includes the words killer and dolls in the title. So for me, it works. So please, consider it number 4.5 on my list, because had I thought to include it, it would have been number 5. And since I'm showing it, this here is the limited edition Blu-ray release, limited to 800 copies, and my copy is number 12. So cool. At number 4 is Tourist Trap. I ranked this one very high on a previous Top 24 2020 list. And the only reason why it doesn't crack the top 3 on this one is because it's more of a slasher film than a killer doll film. However, it does feature some really creepy mannequins, so it qualifies. But Puppet Master, however, does crack the top 3, and it comes in at number 3. Joe Bob approves. In second place is my favorite film in the Child's Play franchise, Curse of Chucky. I love the setting in this one, I love the kills, I love Chucky's look, and Nika is one of my all-time favorite final girls. Which brings us to, sadly, my final number 1 of the year. My number 1 favorite killer doll film is Dolls. How fitting. You really can't get a more fitting title for the number 1 pick on this list. I mean, unless it was called Killer Dolls. Dolls is not only my favorite killer doll film, but it's one of my all-time favorite horror movies. I love the characters, I love the setting, I love the score. I love the look of the dolls, and it's very rewatchable too. For all these reasons and more, Dolls is my number 1 favorite killer doll film. So there you have it, guys, my top 20 for 2020 of my top 20 favorite killer doll films. And the final top 20 for 2020. 2020 is over, so it's not like we can do it again next year. But with your support, I'm sure Jason and I can come up with something similar for next year. If you're interested, comment below and let me know. Until then, please be sure to check out Jason's top 20 killer doll films. And as always, we invite you to join in. Thanks for watching, guys. Be kind, subscribe.